Great stinger. Ladies and gentlemen, strap on your boots. It's time for Crad's Crappy Sports Section. Righto, there we go. So we've got sport, Trent. So I'm posting on YouTube, right? So if you're one of those ridiculously stupid listeners that only wants to listen to the sport, I'm actually posting the sports section on its own on YouTube as well, so you can go and watch it and listen to it.
We're actually getting royalties from that now because it's been viewed so many times, the sports section.
I think it had 16 views last month.
16 million.
No, 16
Cristiano
only.
Ronaldo like. Yeah. It's actually so good. I love doing this pod with a famous person, as I do with the Baron here. Because if anyone ever goes, oh, listen, you pod at shit, go, yeah, I'm just helping Epi out. I can just play it off. Yeah, no, I just got to be there. I can't do it on his own.
And I say, I'm just doing something for a mate. He's down in his luck. I'm just trying to help him out.
He grew up wanting to be a sports commentator, and now he sells fucking truck parts. So he's really just nailed the...
I would actually love to be a sports commentator.
That's my dream job.
Fantastic. Well, fucking start doing it then.
Righto.
We'll start. Maybe we should go to some local games. Set up the tripod. Put it on the fucking field.
Put the garage door up. Run from here to that fence, and I'll do it.
and
he's off. And now he's stopped. He's having a smoke. He's off again. He's done a hamstring. He's rested up against the car.
It'd most likely be a calf. All right.
He's just ripped a wiper arm off the car to scratch his back.
I've never thought of that.
Yeah, it's fucking worth a try.
I might start doing something like that.
If you've ever broken a limb, mate, I've been in plaster a few times, as you know.
Yeah.
And you fucking just find ways of scratching shit in your plaster. Like long shit you can use to scratch.
Because I've never had plaster.
You've never had plaster?
No, I've never had a broken bone.
Yeah, right.
I'm not reckless enough.
I'm wild. I was a wild boy when I was younger. Fuck, I was wild.
Rollerblading and shit.
100%. First one on my scooter, second one rollerblading. Fuck, I told you, I was a good rollerblader. And you know how hard it is to be a good rollerblader with good gear? I can assure you it's a lot harder to be a good rollerblader with $35 Kmart rollerblades. Real fucking
Weren't they the worst thing?
Fuck, they were heavy.
And they'd always loosen off on you, so your legs were out, like your wheels were out that way, almost flat while you were skating.
We used to jump this 4 or 5 stair at the school back in the day, and they were that fucking heavy that it'd nearly pull you to the ground quicker than what you can clear the stairs. They were that fucking thing. And when I say really good rollerblader, I mean incredibly poor. Dude, I was just there. Anyway, we've received sport, Nath. Got a bit sidetracked.
Yeah, sorry. Well, rollerblading's a sport.
Anyway, big week in sport, AFL Grand Final.
Has been yes. So it was AFL Grand Final. That was my first sober AFL Grand Final in a long time.
I had one a few years ago. It's not bad, is it? Watching it sober.
Absolutely hated it because I had to work the next morning. That was the problem.
I got quite inebriated. I got really socially excited. Yeah, I only had a bit of family around home. Mum and Dad come around. Yeah. A few of their friends. Nan was there.
Yeah.
A couple of mates from school.
Well, obviously the Tupperwares full of homemade sausage
the jelly
rolls
slice and the sausage rolls and the sangers.
I'm disappointed you didn't invite me, actually. You didn't.
I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Maybe it was because I knew that I wasn't drinking.
Saying that, I didn't really invite anyone. It just fucking sort of happened this month, so it was good. Yeah. But no, it was good. I got absolutely blind.
Do you think it'll become an annual thing?
At my house?
Yeah.
Depends the years you're working.
Well, I mean, like, if it's becoming an annual thing, we could potentially commentate the grand final live.
Jacob Beavis like.
Yeah, we'll just turn it down and we'll just say. Yeah.
I reckon.
I don't know the players well enough, so
everyone in the fucking room would hate it by 3 minutes into the quarter.
Fact.
Shut the fuck up!
For fuck's sake!
Bang! Somebody throwing shit at us. The pod gear would be fucked. Someone would pour beer all over the pod gear. You two don't shut the fuck up. Fitzroy aren't even a team anymore. You don't know what you're talking about. Well, Fitzroy were represented in the big game, sorry.
Greg Williams fucking retired years ago. So.
Matthew Lloyd retired in 2009.
Tony Lockett hasn't kicked the goal in years.
Fucking looked like him, though. And it was good commentary. Didn't you enjoy the line?
Anyway, sport, people are getting bored.
So Joe Danaher of the Brisbane Lions, who won the premiership on... Sorry, we'll touch on the grand final first.
Did not win it.
The Brisbane Lions won the grand final.
The Brisbane Lions won. I thought you said Joe Danaher won it. Sorry. Yeah.
So Sydney, for the fourth time since 2014, have got belted in a grand final.
Yes.
They lost one by 22 points. They said that. I heard a good stat the other day. John Longmire has been their coach since 2011. He's lost 6 games in his whole coaching career by 60-plus points. 3 of them have been grand finals.
Wow, that's
half
fucked.
the games he's been flogged in have been grand finals. So And I don't.
It's like as if, honestly, with Sydney, it's like as if
fucking stop.
they're fucking possums in fucking headlights.
Yeah, no good on
Deer
the
in
road.
headlights, should have said.
They are possums. No good on the road. They come to G and fucking-
mate. I tell you, get them into the MCG in September, they are fucked.
And it is soul shattering. I feel for the supporters; it would be terrible, but it's soul shattering
Absolutely.
for everyone else because grand final day, no matter what you go, who team. Wow. No matter what team you go for, it's the marquee day on the calendar, and they just keep
Yes.
fucking ruining it.
It does.
The
And
games
like-
are over
yes.
halfway through the second quarter.
So we actually need to fucking start a petition
Don't let 'em
where
in.
we do not let Sydney play in September.
No.
That's
Get
it.
off.
Regardless of how good they've been through the year, they can have the minor premiership.
Yep.
Good on them.
The
Fucking
McLaren-
congratulations. But you're not playing in finals because you ruin it every year for
The
the
McClellan
supporters.
Trophy.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Actually, I think the minor premiership now is between AFL and AFLW, though. I think they award the McClellan Trophy performance of both teams.
Okay,
For the
right.
season.
Yeah, okay. So
But yeah, that's what the minor premiership
both
one's
teams
always
have to
been
perform.
called. Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, the fucking Swans, they just keep ruining the day.
Yes, they do.
just get fucking
it's-
belted.
Like I said, I hated it because it was a shit game to watch.
Yeah.
And because I'd knocked off night shift the night before,
Mm.
I'd knocked off night shift, went to bed, thought I'll go and have a couple of hours sleep, and ended up sleeping through until quarter time. So I actually missed the first quarter,
the only good
which
one.
was when it was close.
I think they were up, weren't they? No, but down by like a goal. It was fuck
Yeah, I
all.
was, yeah, whatever it was. But like, I missed that, and then I just watched the fucking onslaught of Brisbane. They just
Smacked all
look,
day.
In Brisbane, to Brisbane's credit, they fucking turned it on.
They did. Someone said to me the other day, it wouldn't have mattered who played Brisbane. I disagree.
Oh, no.
Someone else probably would have
No.
laid a fucking tackle
Yeah,
at some point.
yeah, at some
or
point.
attempted to stop
And
their man getting 40 touches.
one of the things I noticed was that Sydney, all of Sydney's entries into the 50 were just
Dog shit.
they were very
Long
shallow.
bombs.
Well, no,
No,
they were
they-
shallow, I thought.
They bombed it for a while. We missed the first quarter.
Oh, yeah, well, I thought they were just breaching the 50, and then it was fucking just straight back down the other end.
Oh, terrible.
Bang,
Yeah,
go.
it was as bad a performance as a team could have on that big day, I think. Like, it's fucking, yeah. Yeah, it's just, it's shit for the sport, shit for everything. But anyway, we'll move on. So Joe Danaher, big key forward for the Brisbane Lions, just won his first premiership. The age of 30 has today retired.
So he's retired at 30.
He's got a year to go on his contract, which you'd have to say would be in the realms of, I'd say he'd be on between 700,000 to 900,000 a year.
Does that get paid out?
There'll be a settlement, but he won't get all of it. Fuck no.
Right, yeah, fair
so there'd
enough,
be
yeah.
some form of settlement that he'll walk away with, but it's a lot of money. Credit to him, he's just had enough. He just
Yeah,
does not
fair
want to play
enough,
football
yeah.
anymore.
Yep, that's fair
so
enough,
I think people will bag him, and in history, I say, Joe retired too early. But then
He goes
people that
out-
go to 34 and end up getting the sack from their club, or 35,
Yeah.
people say, fuck, he went on too long.
Look at Boomer Harvey. Games record holder. He
Kept
didn't
going.
get to make the decision of when he retired.
Yeah.
He wasn't offered another
He probably
contract.
still was going well enough. In
I
that
thought he
fucking
was.
Team, but,
I thought he was
yeah.
still getting touches, mate.
But
so,
so he's
Whereas-
won a premiership, kicked 204 games, 395 goals, and he's pulled the plug. He wants to do other things. He's a family man. It said about being a family man. I'm not sure he has children, but he might be. You know, you
Maybe,
still
maybe
invest
not.
in your
Yeah.
family and your
Yep.
nieces and nephews or whatever. But yeah. So again, history will show us. He should have done this. And bloody Joe, remember Joe Danaher?
But he doesn't want to
He's
play
made
anymore.
the decision he wanted to make
So-
for himself. So
and from Brisbane's point of view, if he doesn't want to be there, you don't want him there.
it's funny how much success can change your view. Brisbane aren't thrilled, but if they'd have lost that game last week, they'd be shattered. But there's a little bit of, okay, we got there, thank you. You want to go,
Yeah,
we don't
yeah.
want you to go, but
Yeah,
see ya.
yeah.
Like, we appreciate what you've done. And
Well, if he wants to do other things, good on him.
he was
Fucking-
another ring-in.
Where
Like
did he
they
come
are,
from Essendon, didn't he? He was
they
from
are a
Essendon.
team of ring-ins, Brisbane. But
He
credit
came
to
from
him.
Essendon, didn't he? He was
Yeah, he was
Essendon
bomb.
first?
His father's son.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yep,
so
yep.
they are a team of ring-ins, Brisbane. They've got players from pretty much every other club. But credit to them, they managed to get them there and they managed to keep them there now.
Yeah,
Years gone
that's
by,
it.
they couldn't keep anyone there.
good lifestyle up there too in Queensland, and
they
away
say
from
that.
the
Too
media.
fucking hot.
You're away from a lot of the media. A lot of the
they-
media up there is obviously NRL focused, so you're probably not.
Well, Brisbane
Yeah.
Lions won the premiership. I think they got a 3-line story on page 17 of the Courier Mail. So that's how big AFL is. No, they did get a bit of it. But
Yeah.
and that's why they're going well. GWS and Sydney are attractive places for people to play for that reason. Jesse
Yeah.
Hogan said the other
Yeah.
night he went from Melbourne Football Club, which was Victoria's crazy football,
Yeah.
back home to Fremantle, which was a shit show. And footy centric, just crazy again. And he's gone GWS and loves it. No one knows who
Yeah.
he is, walks down the street. So people,
Who's that? I didn't hear that name.
Jesse Hogan.
Oh yeah, Jesse Hogan.
So
yeah,
some
yeah.
people thrive in different environments.
Yeah,
and
they
there's
do.
people like, outward personality people that are fucking bubble off that enthusiasm that would love that sort of shit
Yeah,
too. So
yeah.
probably don't like being in the middle of fucking nowhere in Blacktown.
Yeah, true. And the funny thing we should say is that the AFL Grand Final was two
Yeah.
teams that
Second-
from NRL fucking states.
It's only this second. It's the first time ever two teams from non-AFL Heartland states. So the other all-interstate grand final was Sydney and West Coast. And of course, WA is very football.
Oh,
strong,
so that's right. Oh no, there was also Brisbane and Port Adelaide. Oh no, because Port Adelaide's a football
football
state.
heartland.
Yeah, sorry,
So,
yeah.
So sorry, it was. I think we said it was. Sorry.
I'd say Western Australia was a football heartland as well. Like,
Yeah, it is. 100%,
the Waffles
yeah.
are very strong competition.
Oh, yeah, WA
and
forever.
There's not much rugby, is there? I don't
No,
think.
fuck all.
A lot of Kiwis over there now, though. So
They don't have a rugby side. Actually, they're about to. They are getting an NRL team, WA. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So anyway, I went down the path of athletes that retired too young, that we thought we lost to the game too early.
Oh yeah, did we have we done this before?
I
athletes?
fucking thought we might have, but there's a couple more anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've done this one. Bjorn Borg. You know who Bjorn Borg is, Nathan?
Yeah, followed him in his chosen sport for years.
He's chosen sport for you. I love watching him pursue his endeavours.
Yeah.
Bjorn Borg. Okay, he's a massive tennis player. Bjorn Borg
tennis
is
player.
rock star on off the court, known for his looks and icy demeanour during his sharp rise through the tennis world. Pulled the pin in 1984 when he retired at just 26.
How am I going to fucking? He pulled the pin the year I was fucking born.
Yeah, I know, but he's quite
How do you know him?
Because I fucking know everything. I'm a fucking genius. I keep telling you. You don't listen to me. Fuck's sake.
If you've got to tell me you're a genius, mate. That
He won.
suggests you're not a
He won
genius.
11 Grand Slams though before he was 26.
Oh, fuck, that's not bad. He's had a dip.
He would have ended up in the top fucking 3 or 4. Mental burnout. He come back briefly in 1991, but couldn't win much, and he retired again in 93.
Fuck.
So there's a common theme with a lot of these guys. They come back later and are no good. So you've got to
Tony Lockett.
make hay while the make hay while the sun
Sun
shines.
Tony Lockett. Although I wouldn't say he was no good. when
Nah,
came
he just
back.
wasn't one.
He just
People
wasn't
expected him to come back
he'd
and
lost
kick 8 goals a game.
He'd lost 214.
40. That was him in the story earlier that we spoke about.
No, but he'd lost a bunch. He was half the size he was.
Yeah,
so
he was,
He
yeah.
actually played it higher, didn't he? Didn't he play on the forward flank or something when
Oh,
he
he
came
didn't
back?
play much, mate. He played in the VFL once, where he played.
I think
he only
played
played
a
another 6
yeah,
games or something. It
okay,
wasn't
right,
much, but
yeah.
yeah.
Sorry.
Michael Jordan, I think we have touched on him before, but he only played 9 years as a pro before he retired the first time. I would have thought it was longer than that.
Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think he played.
9 years
yeah.
pro. It wasn't his final retirement, of course. He briefly stopped for 2 years, but
We went and played baseball.
when he pulled the pin, though, there was all these conspiracy theories that the NBA kicked him out. He was a gambling addict, all this sort of shit. But he went and played baseball with the Birmingham Barons. Nathan, there's a good trivia question for you. Who did Michael Jordan play baseball for when he
With the
retired?
Birmingham Mariners.
Barons, actually.
Oh, what? Birmingham
Birmingham
Barons.
Barons.
Oh, well, there you
There
fucking
you
go.
go. But,
But another follow-up, obviously. But.
Obviously, before his time. But he come back, of course, played 3 more years, won 3 more championships, retired again, then come back 2 years later.
He went to Washington, didn't he?
When he was at Washington.
Didn't he buy Washington and then start playing for him, or did he buy them afterwards?
And I think he was front office. I don't think he bought into. He ended up owning the Charlotte Hornets. But I think
Oh, I
just
thought
worked for-
he bought Washington.
No, Wizards bought him in as a GM
Right.
of basketball. And he ended up playing. So
Yeah, okay.
it's funny because his stats there were still pretty impressive. Not like his yesteryear, but it's pretty
Yeah.
good for anyone else would be pretty happy with it.
Yeah. Funny you say, though, like,
At 40,
if you were a non-basketball fan growing up in the 90s, you knew the Chicago Bulls and the Charlotte Hornets. They're
Yep.
the 2 teams that you knew.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there was a couple of others, obviously, but they were the... I even had a Charlotte Hornet
Mate,
playing singlet.
why the fuck did everyone in Australia have a Charlotte Hornets
I don't
jersey?
know. I
That
don't
was
know.
one of them fucking random things.
Yeah, I think it was in
Everyone
the
had one.
90s because it was a purple... It was like... Oh, no, it was actually...
Light
That
blue.
colour. It was like
It was light blue.
It
Yeah,
was
it was
the Momentum Electrical Blue, wasn't it?
Well, that is fucking like a teal green.
Yeah, it is.
It was
that-
a light
but-
blue.
But didn't they have purple on them as well? Wasn't there like...
I don't recall purple.
Yeah, I can't-
Oh, it might have been purple in the but the Charlotte.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
everyone in Australia had a fucking, or in Tassie at least, had a
Yeah.
Charlotte Hornets singlet,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
unexplainable to this stage.
I still knows.
Like the old fucking rumor at school that Marilyn Manson had 2 of his ribs taken out so he could suck his own dick.
But I'm not sure that was a rumour.
That done the. I think it is.
I believe that I've read it recently.
I don't think that is true.
But I don't know if it was... I might have read it on a myth page, maybe.
But
Yeah.
I don't know why everyone in primary school talked about it for 2 years.
People were talking about doing it. It's like, what?
I'm going to go find myself a bit of a doll. I
Yeah,
reckon.
well, I
and
was
see
in
if I-
high school when I heard it, because I'm obviously a bit older than you, but you're...
Yeah, well, that's
Thompson,
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he was 90, I
Beautiful
suppose.
people. The beautiful people.
I always love that song.
Yeah, well, you know...
Some of his music's quite good.
Yeah, well... you can go with that if you want. It's not really sport, though.
To
is it?
you. Yeah. Yao Ming. Remember Yao Ming? That was a big name basketball.
Yeah, no, actually do remember. Wasn't he the real tall guy?
Yep. He was massive.
Like he was 19 foot tall or something?
Yeah,
like
he was only 30 when he retired too.
Yeah, right.
He was an instant celebrity by the time he got to the NBA because he played a lot in China already. He was killing it on the court. They averaged 19 points and 9 rebounds per game in 8 full years in the league. but his body couldn't go with him with his size.
He'd be fucking folding over all the time. Strong wind made him blow over.
Well, he had to keep bending
he wasn't
down.
like a real skinny guy. He was fairly skinny.
He was quite thin, but not like one of them bean poles.
The centre of gravity would have been fucking
I think it was
around my fucking neck.
Yeah, well, I think it was his hips because he had to keep bending down to put the ball in the hoop.
Oh,
Like folding himself in half to get it in there. So, but yeah, foot injuries killed his career. So he was 30 or 32. I missed that one. I fucking missed.
Yeah, but that was he didn't want to retire.
No, that was
almost
taken
the
away
fourth
from the game.
retirement,
Yeah. Ash Barty, our very own Ash Barty, Aussie
Tennis
Ash.
player, I do know Ash Barty.
Party. She was 26 when she pulled the pin. That's
Yeah,
young.
right.
She just won 3 Grand Slam titles.
I would say, me personally, I would say 26 is your prime.
Yeah,
I
most
think,
of the time.
I think to win like premierships in football, you need a really good bunch of 26-year-olds,
Usually have that
24 to
core.
26-year-olds.
Yeah.
I think that's your prime. But
They're bucking the trend a bit now. You need some really good older guys and then some fucking elite pace. That's what most good teams have got now. Young.
But I would say that she was probably mentally burnt out as well.
Well,
This
she
is only an
played cricket
opinion.
professionally. She'd played tennis professionally. She'd done.
She's played sport all of
If you see her talk, it's great. She just says, "I've just had enough.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do anymore." She will never have to. Her children's children will never have to work a day.
No.
If she sets it up.
Was she
properly.
ever number one in the world?
Yeah, for a good while.
Yeah,
and
so-
she won Wimbledon, won the French, and won the Australian Open.
Yeah.
So she got her own slam, which is what she wanted.
That's And
then she
good
just
on
had
her.
enough. So yeah, credit to her.
She's earned everything all the good things she gets.
Yeah,
She's
that's
earned
exactly
everything.
right. Good on Yash. Jim Courier,
Tennis player as well.
yeah, red hair.
Yeah.
Does the
commentator now,
commentates the Aussies a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
I didn't know he was so young either. He's known for his intense work ethic and impressive record. He won 4 Grand Slam singles titles and reached world number 1.
Oh, wow. I never
his
know that.
status as one of the top players. In 2000, at the age of 29, he retired from tennis, citing a desire to focus on other aspects of his life.
Look, 29, the tennis is a fast-paced game.
29 probably, if you go in at 18...
I remember when I was 29 and I was slowing right down.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Probably faster now.
No, for your electric pace. We're still going to do that run race here in a minute. I can't wait to see. Actually, I reckon you could start on that wall.
If I start now, I might finish by the time you get to the end of sport.
Nah, if you start over there, I reckon I could press the button on the door and you wouldn't... I reckon it'd be fully open by the time you got over there.
I'm very fucking dangerous over short distances, Grant.
Sorry, mate. I know. Anyway, that's me for sport.
That's it.
That's it.